Today, Precarious plays
Torment, Tides of Numenera.
Now that you've dealt with Koro and his goons, you can continue on to the city of Sagus Cliffs.
Sages?
Let's go Sagus because there's only one G.
They're smart cliffs.
Yeah, sure. To reach the city, cross the bridge at the north end of the platform.
Man, you are psyched. You are hyped up.
I really do. Ooh, what's this? This massive construct was trying to climb across the top of the reef when it died. Its surface is pocked with tiny scars and scorch marks. Oh man!
Is that like
What's
a little...
this? Spherical head hangs loosely from this stanchion. A single metal fiber holds it in place. Oh!
The thing that's below your character right now, is that like a little box?
It's a short metal stem. Calcified minerals holds the ancient weapon closed. So this used to be a pew-pew.
Oh, it's like 4 different little pew-pews.
Yeah. See?
Is the green one... The green one still looks healthy.
Touch it. No, don't touch it. Well, no, maybe touch it.
Think about it.
Think about it.
A lambent green fluid drips from the end of the device's nozzle and hisses angrily on the metal surface beneath.
You know, I bet this has all of the elements that we can use.
And...
Maybe we can come back and get this as a friend later, like much later.
I don't know if it's that...
It could happen. Shh.
It seems pretty in the environment.
Yes, but we are here now. And we've never been here before with this thing, and possibilities are endless, and I'm gonna continue.
I meant in a technical sense, but okay.
Okay.
Without any antagonist to aim it towards, the device doesn't serve any obvious purpose. Oh, so I bet that was like how to equalize that 4 versus 3 battle.
Mm-hmm. This...
Gross.
Yep. Turrets. Lots of turrets. 4 turrets of various kinds. Oh, I already touched this. Okay, what's this? Okay. Let's... Wait, what's this?
Nothing. Non-interactive.
Okay. What about... No. Okay. Alright.
Are there any synonyms? Like, can we crack open a mental thesaurus and think of a different way to say, what's this? What is this?
You just start saying,
Look at that. Oh!
I will try to pretend that I'm recording audio for a game and make a variety of clips for you. How about that?
Okay.
Oh, I didn't read that. What did it say?
Oh, she was directing us to the Order of Truth, and we need to go to Government Square, and I think I read something at the end about a dock. I think we have a map, though. I'm pretty sure we can pull up a map.
Twin creatures of a type you've never seen flank a central orb. Their cultural...
Significance lost to you.
Okay, thank you. Otero? Why, who is that? Okay. We walk here. Let's listen. Looks like we can talk to several... What are they doing to that poor man?
I think somebody's getting executed on the platform over there.
Oh man, that's not a good... I don't like that show. They raise their hands as if...
From a sea of something something sun. Oh no, highlight them?
You're going to start reading these because you're reading faster than I am.
Oh, Riss and Death of Riss?
Riss and Death of Riss.
Is that a temporary I am but a speck, a mote, in the eye of a goddess. Too bad.
What's this?
Devourer of wrongs. Do you want to go try to intervene? Dirty scum deserves it.
Calistige, any advice?
Is he giving us the answer? You fools! You've taken from the trunk of the tree for the house you build in its branches.
Is this some
Someone should do something!
Is this some sort of... I can't tell if this is a play. or if something bad is happening.
Well,
Let's
talk to that guy.
talk to this observer.
Death is nothing. I returned from it unscathed.
Hey, Yeen. A stout middle-aged man stands atop the execution plot. Oh, well, you got it right. He wears the badge of a city official, and a fringe of dreadlocks hangs down his shoulders from his otherwise bald pate.
I know my public executions.
Well, I was just hoping. He gives you a disinterested look as you approach.
Please stay back with the others.
What sort of chaos sowing nonsense is this? Okay, what's going on here? He casts a brief glance over his shoulder towards Riss.
Prisoner, Riss of Flatwater is being publicly executed as a warning to all who would flout the laws of Sage's Cliffs.
Okay, let's see what the law enforcement is like. Is this a parking ticket, or did he, triple kill people?
Treason. He sold state secrets to the enemies of Sage's Cliffs.
How does this execution work? He sighs.
Another rustic. It's very simple, ma'am. Our nanos induce in him a hallucinogenic state. In the state, he experiences visions. Nightmares, really. He speaks of the things he sees, and his words become flesh as they leave his mouth. We shape the flesh into a human-like form, the death you see beside him.
He gestures towards the hideous figure, which looks to be made of rotting viscera. Ew.
As more strands escape his mouth, his death wraps them around him, yada yada, and they slowly crush the life out of him. Once the condemned is dead, the devourer of wrongs will eat his corpse.
He raises his chin, proud.
Thus is justice upheld in Sage's Cliffs.
All right. Well, we need a manual.
The fuck?
Is the fuck available? Tell me again. Tell me about the execution. What do his words mean? Why does the devourer of wrongs eat executed criminals? I am curious about this, and I am a tourist, and our friend in red is not stopping me, so I'm gonna ask all the awkward questions. Why are you gonna eat that? He smiles grim.
Oh, he is of the Dendro, her who can suck the memories of the dead from their marrow. In those memories, it is not only the proof that the condemned were guilty, but also the names of their compatriots and other associates. Many an accomplice has been found out in the belly of the devourer. I'm sure Riss wasn't working alone. We'll find all his friends soon enough.
Wow. This is really complicated. I was thinking, but no. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Let's head out. I don't want to be anywhere near these people. That is a very complex... And what happens if the devourer eats all of that and was like, oh no, you didn't. We didn't. It was the wrong. I see no memories of.
I'm assuming that the devourer is a tool of the state. So they wouldn't own up to it.
Who are you? Okay. So they're just hanging out, seeing their things to see. Who are you? An arms merchant. I don't know if we need that yet.
This is a Falinda.
Well, Falinda is a lovely name. I don't know if it's a title or a personal name, but nearly every inch of this merchant's body is covered in tightly wound robes and furs. The hood obscures its head, and a mask conceals its face. This doesn't stop you from noticing that it is apparently furious with you. Trembling, it bats at its similarly dressed companion. Both of them turn impassive masks back to you.
I did the last one.
Neither Falinda nor Steristi could believe it, but the thief had come back. Had she come in shame, ready to return what she had taken? No, her hands were empty, her expression baffled.
Falinda crosses swaddled arms.
Perhaps the thief had simply forgotten to return what she had borrowed, but this made her no less a thief.
That's a good question.
Are you narrating me? The thief said, trying to distract Falinda from the matter at hand, but the merchant would not be distracted. Besides, the merchant had been asked this question many times. 10 years ago, I have not been here for 10 years, Falinda. I am so sorry, but you have got the wrong. 10 years ago, this thief had borrowed a book. Oh no. I hope I didn't do this.
It's like $1 million in overdraft fees.
Yeah.
And late fees.
Falinda wondered if the scoundrel was possibly unfamiliar with the definition of the word. It did not mean taking a thing and keeping it after all.
Sturisti pointedly returns to work. Ignoring you both, Falinda sighs, massaging its temples with gloved hands.
But in the end, Falinda took a deep breath and asked the thief to simply return the sealed and long overdue book with the 5-colored sigil on its cover. I can't promise you anything, but I'll look for it. Because I appreciate a strange Falinda. The legacy has shifted. What did I do? The thief muttered, ashamed, but Falinda was satisfied, temporarily.
And with that, the merchant returns to its work as well.
Gold tide raised a tiny amount? What does that mean?
Your gold tide is your speed tide.
Okay, I do want to know why Falinda narrates. The thief said, but Falinda knew from long experience that there was no explaining it.
The merchant kneels before a bookshelf and jams book after book into the remaining space.
This frustrated Falinda. After all, the two merchants were creatures of the words, bound in metal and cloth, but whenever Falinda tried to bend these same words into expressions and answers, they crumbled and fell apart. They could not fold themselves around the truth. This is brilliant.
The merchant slams a final book into place.
And so, Falinda said nothing. And once again, Falinda was exonerated. The thief knew she was a thief.
Okay. Well, bye.
It was nice meeting you. We're seeing you again.
Even the Falinda returned to the work at hand.
I'm so excited. I'm never gonna find this book. Or I'm gonna find a book, like, it's gonna be right here with Arms Merchant.
Uh-huh.
Who would have borrowed a book from Falinda?
You.
I would not have.
You did it. It was you. Like, one of the options was, hey, this body borrowed a book, but it wasn't me. I wasn't driving. You borrowed the book when you were inhabited by the changing god, I think.
That's your guess?
Yeah. And I mean, it was strongly suggest that, unless Falinda is just trying to shove work off onto a stranger in a really weird way.
Shh. Okay. Hey. I'm sorry. I've got a frog living inside of my throat.
That feels setting appropriate.
I just wish we weren't in town on, like, public execution. Like, this is not a great first
You remember,
impression.
man? You remember in the 6th world when everybody was all way into putting frogs in their throat? Yeah.
Hey, who are you?
What a mistake. In front of you is a weary traveler. Oh wait, no, I narrated the last one. So you narrate this one.
In front of you is a weary traveler whose grim visage is mostly obscured by a pointy hat. Ooh. Upon closer inspection, the what just flew overhead? Did y'all see that? Wow.
Yep. I saw it.
hope that's a friend or a car. Like,
or a car friend.
Yeah, the best of both worlds. A steed. Because that's what a car friend is.
Yeah.
Okay, in front of you is a weary traveler whose grim visage is mostly obscured by a pointy hat. Upon closer inspection, the lines on his face indicate that he has seen much and has many tales to tell. Ooh,
Hello there, friend.
he says.
Here to see the Niche Thamiron, my friend in the cage over there? Or are you just looking to spend a word or two? Niche Thamiron.
Am I looking for someone who can repair a complicated... I'm looking for a book.
Yeah.
Have you seen... Did you borrow...
Forget this falling out of the sky bullshit.
We have lost a book that I borrowed, but I don't remember borrowing it.
Listen, man, the fees,
mortified.
they're piling up. I'm pretty sure that they've got like some sort of like, I don't know, exponential growth on the like
They're
it's a compounding interest.
Yes. Okay, I was not thinking about the creature. I would like to ask them about the device, but I'm definitely going to ask them about the creature. Okay, I'm looking for someone who can repair a complicated device.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna get it. Sorry. It's got a yawn. It must be in desperate shape if you're patrolling the circus, talking to strangers.
He says.
Do you have a piece of the device? Might be that I can offer my opinion.
A new device?
Perhaps I could use it to improve the trap.
Awkward. For who? Okay. I want to ask you about something else. Have some questions about your Nycthemeron.
He's far from mine, friend.
El Hinto says with a raspy chuckle.
As you'll likely see if you get too close to his cage.
He tips his hat at you.
Go on, ask your questions.
Well, what is it?
A biomechanical union of stubborn curiosity and frothing malice.
Like me! He says.
Who made them? No one can say, but they cannot be trusted or befriended, cross their path or thwart their incomprehensible whims, and they kill you if they can.
I'm not super concerned about reproduction right now. How did you capture... Okay, I do need to know this because I want to know what the trap is.
Mm-hmm.
How did you capture the creature?
Suppose you could blame luck.
He says.
A little early to call it good or bad, though.
His eyes seek the sky as he begins his story.
I was working on, well, call it a trap, in a valley through some nameless ruin. Kanadu was off hunting for dinner, and I work in a daze. Pardon me. Always do when I'm concentrating.
A smile flits across his face.
Near sunset, the trap was still in pieces, and I heard Kanadu roaring my name. I turned just in time to see our guest bearing down on me. The creature's volley of molten energy cracked off the personal barrier I'd left active while building the trap, but I knew it couldn't hold. Then Kanadu leapt off the valley edge into the Nycthemeron's back, bashing it with his hammer. It shrieked, and then night fell and the creature went still.
El Hinto shrugs.
I worked, a touch frantically, I admit, to finish the trap. It hadn't been designed for our guest, but as you can see...
He gestures at the creature.
It worked. Lucky it did. Gives me a lot of confidence for our trip back to Lauric.
I think it's Lauric.
Lauric?
Yeah,
Lauric.
I think these fantasy writers are putting extra letters in to make it look extra. I think it's like Laura, Laura, but with an IC.
Lauric too. Okay.
That still doesn't answer my question about what the trap was originally for.
Yeah, but does it matter if that thing's in it?
Yeah, because they want to continue working on it, and I don't want to accidentally Because, okay. He
What if that is why he wants to improve the trap?
What if that creature?
It just bashed against it.
I don't know. That's the thing. That's the problem. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get this creature into the city?
That's a pretty good question.
Yeah,
A fair question.
he says, casting a lazy glance back at the cage.
But a longer answer and not as interesting as I'd like. So let's just say that the trap is more collapsible than it appears.
Okay.
It's a Pokeball. Got
It's
it.
a Pokeball. Yeah, what do you plan on doing with the Nycthemeron when you're done showing it off?
We're likely to release it and run as if every kind of demon in the world is after us. We're not trappers, see, we're explorers. And we're only in this to save up some coin for a journey across a long patch of ground.
He rubs the back of his neck.
Not that our motives make much difference to our guest. We want to boil our skins once we let him go, and I can't say I blame him. We should do it at night, but even then I expect he'll try to kill us.
I am just randomly curious about this. So you called the creature he? Is it male?
Could be. Could be female, or genderless, or many-gendered. Who can say? I have our friend imprisoned, and I feel better about that fact if I don't call him it.
Okay. I want to ask about something else.
You're welcome to. I'm in no hurry.
I don't want to continue the conversation about the device yet.
Okay.
Because he did make a good point. It must be bad if you're asking random people at the circus.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much I trust this trapper explorer person.
I don't know. He doesn't seem so bad.
It doesn't seem so bad, but also I don't feel like I know much. I'm glad there's a bookshop in town. Really cheers the place up a little.
Even though the proprietor hates us.
It's okay.
And every time we talk to them, they write us a short story about hating us.
They just want the book back.
Okay.
That's just reasonable. I want to get them the book back.
If you say so. Rosma said, allowing Audette to wallow in her naivete.